What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no return on this one as the fair catch is single for and taken. Throwing on first down is Brady. This will be caught by Brown. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead.
On for the point after.
Wow, first play of the game. game, CD. 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete. And it's second down. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's an 18-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Brady will try again on second down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Brady's pass thrown away and incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Brady. It is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Lions add on to their lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow,
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. First down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Hines, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Acton. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Point after.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Lions 21, Saints nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw, Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
They run the counter. Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
32-yard line.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They'll run for it with Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Complete to nothing.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins looking downfield for Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Brady. Got him in, it's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Good
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10.
On first and 10, here's Brady. He's going deep. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 40.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And then there is Patterson, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. On first down, Brady. And it's caught. And he takes this one again for a Lions touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Apke. There he goes, right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And this offense is running away with this one.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our big stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down, he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A quick throw by Brady, complete. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jerron Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half.
Good. Makes the score Lions 42, Saints nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
He's got him in. Complete. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Julio Jones. 83 yards. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. And sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. This will make it into the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
5-yard line.
Brady now on first down. Able to hit his target lane. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
The 40-yard line.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Brady now on first down. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Brady's throw there complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
4 yards.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up.
Yeah, he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Suck up for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Lions 49, Saints 7. Mitch
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Time to want to get in there and bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Haskins from his own end zone. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Complete to Nyheim Hines.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
This position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Hines, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Haskins, 3rd and long from his end zone. Going for Metcalf. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st down, New Orleans.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
1st down.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want that in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A gain there of 21 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Lions 59. Saints 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Hines. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, it's Hines, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Play action. Haskins rolling to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, tied down with the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. His throw. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Lions 66, Saints 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 33.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On the delay, here's Hines. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Anderson on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. That could be the fortunes return.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity is something he was looking for in this league. And it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
A season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ballgame. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
15-yard line.
Now Brady again. Now he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Saints.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Some quarterbacks just seem to have a knack for setting up the draw play, and he did it really well there.
And those guys who can do that well often are very good at play action, too. And the beneficiaries, they're running backs and they're wide receivers.
He's taken down at the
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And way up past the 45 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Oh, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. Spinning away. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Trey Atkin. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy's steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
A gain of 32.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Devin White on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Lions take over first down.
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. He will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
Tell you why, Coach?
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Lions quickly now going to use the last last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes back. Oh, had to get it out quickly, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead will swell by one more.
Wisnowski set to kick off.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because Victor.
And now here's another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Got it open there, and it's now Scantling. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are